We are now going to look at numbers 17 and 18. Here they're asking us to divide. I notice there's a key difference between the methods that we can use for number 17 and then the method that we can use for number 18. Remember, with synthetic division, you can use it if it's x plus a number. So I can go ahead and actually use that for number 17. Okay, so if x plus 3 is what we're trying to divide by, if I set that factor equal to 0, I get x equals negative 3. So I'm actually going to use negative 3 on the outside of my synthetic division. Okay. As far as a polynomial we're dividing into, I notice there is no x. Okay, it's missing that term x. So what I have to do with the coefficients on the top line is I still have 10x cubed, 27x squared. I have to put that 0x's right here, and then put the constant 5 at the end. Okay, we are just dividing, so we're actually going to have to use the entire bottom line here. Okay, so just to go over synthetic division, we bring the first coefficient down. We multiply with this negative 3 that's on the outside. So 10 times negative 3 is negative 30. Then we want to add. Anything that's inside the box, we're going to add. So this will be negative 3. Anything that's on the bottom, you multiply with that number on the outside. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. So we add, multiply. Once I get here, I get negative 22. Okay. Alright, so it's okay that we don't get a 0 at the end because we're not trying to figure out if it's a 0. If x equals negative 3 is a 0, we're just trying to divide. So there's two ways you can interpret this. Remember, this is your remainder, ones place, x's, and then x squareds. Or if we start off with x cubed, you just go 1 down. So 10x squared minus 3x plus my constant, and this is my remainder. So minus 22 over what we divided by, x plus 3. And I'm done with number 17. Oops. Well, that's x plus 3. Okay. Number 18 is a little bit different. We are dividing by 2x plus 3, not just x plus 3. So what we actually have to do is use long division here. So we're going to do 2x plus 3 on the outside. This is already in standard form. It's not missing anything, so I'm going to put 6x squared plus x minus 7. Alright, so remember with number 18, with long division, you're going to keep it in the family. So dad, mom, sister, brother. First thing is divide. So we're going to take the first term. I'm going to use a highlighter here. 6x squared divided by the first term. So I'm going to do that off here on the side. 6x squared divided by 2x. 6 divided by 2 is 3. You have 2 x's on the top, 1 on the bottom. You have 1 x left over. So 3x. Okay, so that's good. Now we're going to multiply. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times positive 3 is 9x. So we just multiplied. So that's dad, mom, sister. Sister is saying subtract. So when you subtract, you're really changing your sign. So I'm going to do a negative, negative. Okay? So these go away, and that was our whole mission, was to get rid of this first term. 1x minus 9x is negative 8x. Alright, so we just subtracted. Now we're to brother. He's telling us to bring down. Bring down this negative 7. Okay, now we're going to start back over. Go all the way up to dad. Dad's telling us to divide, so negative 8x divided by 2x. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. The x's cancel each other out, so I just have minus 4. Okay, so I'm going to put a check mark there. M, mom says to multiply. So negative 4 times 2x gives me negative 8x. Negative 4 times 3 gives me negative 12. Subtract. Change our signs. So we're going to now make them all plus signs. What happens there is these negative 8x and positive 8x cancel each other out. Negative 7 plus 12 is positive 5. Brother says bring down. There's nothing to bring down. So check that off. what do we do with this 5? This 5 is my remainder, just like how you guys did long division in 6th grade. It's a positive 5, so I'm going to put plus 5 over what we divided by, which is this 2x plus 3. And this would be my final answer. 3x minus 4 plus 5 over 2x plus 3.